Hello, is this Al?
Yes, sir. Good morning. How are you, buddy?
Good morning. How you doing, my friend? Long time no talk.
It's been a minute, dude. How you been? Everybody by you healthy and safe and okay?
Yeah, doing good so far, my friend. I actually, I think the last time I talked to you, I was working for radio back in West Texas, and now I'm around where I think you guys have been based out of for a little bit, Tampa, Florida. Is that where TSO is?
Absolutely, forever.
Forever. Okay, so now that means that we can go out and have some coffee sometime and hang out, right?
Absolutely, I can't wait for that, dude. God, I mean, we got lots to talk about, but I would definitely love to sit down and just throw a couple back with you on either end of the morning or the evening, depending on where we're doing it.
I love it. I can be up for both of those for sure, my friend. You guys,
yes, sir.
You're doing 25 years now of this crazy brainchild of Paul's, and it's still going, not just going, but going strong and getting bigger every year. That's insane, man.
It's crazy. Listen, I'm sure Paul and his family, had this on their radar and they knew what they were doing. Me as a guitar player, I was just proud to be part of an art form that Paul created that was so special and became so beloved by so many people. And I was, a couple records, a couple tours, that's the normal life expectancy, right? 25 years we're celebrating this year, a quarter of a century. And like you had said, and thank you for saying it. Every year it's getting bigger. More people are coming out, falling in love with it. It's become a tradition for so many families. And sometimes it's almost surreal. So I don't really think about it in those terms until we talk about it. And then I go, oh, my God, 25 years first and foremost went by in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
In the blink of an eye it went by. But what a great 25 years it's been. What a great run. And, God willing, another 25 while I'm still breathing.
I think I've seen you guys live probably 6 or 7 times now, and it really is true that the show gets bigger. There's more pyro, more lasers, more everything every single year. But my question is, having seen you guys fill up arenas with every little inch filled with lasers and smoke and explosions, how do you make it bigger?
Well, over the years, that was all, the genius of Paul O'Neill. He would come up with these ideas that had never been done before, and department heads would say, dude, you can't do that. And that's the last thing you ever want to say to Paul.
Right.
God love him, but he doesn't understand the word no when it comes to stuff like that. So, case in point, he had this idea for programming the lights that would kind of, replicate every one of my guitar parts or a drum fill or whatever it was. And the guy's like, man, that's too detailed. We can't do it. And he goes, really? Here's a YouTube of a guy in Ohio with a staple gun and a ladder from Home Depot that did it.
Yep. Exactly. And
the Wizards of Winterclip, and he goes, really? And they said, okay, boss, we're on it. And ever since then, anything that, they've come up or he's come up with, we're like, we don't even question. So, yeah, let's go. I mean, who would have thought of recording an aggressive heavy metal version of Carol of the Bells would be what it is today?
Exactly. And, I love 1 year, I think you guys had the scissor lifts that the guys would come out and play on. And then you would put the smoke machines right underneath them so it kind of looked like a UFO taking off or a rocket taking off. Who would have thought of that but Paul?
Yeah. Exactly. I mean, listen, across the board, when Paul grew up, as I did, he was only a couple years older than me, but we grew up in the New York City area. Okay? So Paul would always go to shows at Madison Square Garden when any bands would come through town. And when bands would come into the Garden, they would always bring more production. The record companies were based there, whatever. The whole industry was based there at the time. So Kiss or Aerosmith or AC/DC or Pink Floyd or The Who would come through town. Not only were you hearing your favorite songs being played by your favorite bands, but we would always go, oh, my God, did you see what they did production-wise, So that's what he was exposed to. And he always said, if I ever get the opportunity to put a band in an arena, I'm going to put more stuff than anybody's ever seen. And in 2019, when I left Chicago after the last show, I looked in the parking lot, and there was 21 tractor trailers and 12 buses parked. I was like, this was the coolest thing ever.
Yeah. What are you up to this year? I mean, you had to take 2020 off like everybody else did. Are you coming back like even bigger and better with more? Are you up to 25, 30 tractor trailers yet?
You know what? I won't know until I get to rehearsals in Council Bluffs in a couple weeks. My task at hand is to make sure that the band crushes, and musically I got to take, that's my job. And over the years, it's been like, let the department heads and the O'Neill family and management just let them deal with the other side of the fence. All I can tell you is that it's gotten bigger every year. As you just said, from '99, our first tour had one box truck, two buses, and a fog machine. To where we last left our action heroes in Chicago, it was quite enormous. The crew, department heads, the laser guys, the pyro guys, all these guys have literally been out of work just like the rest of us for the last 18 months. So in their pajamas, in their respective homes, doodling on their computers and laptops or whatever. I can't wait to see what nuttiness is in store for all of us this year.
So this is going to be a surprise for you, too. That's got to be one of the most fun parts of the job.
Dude, it really is, because every time I walk into the arena in Council Bluffs where we rehearse, I feel like a 15-year-old. I remember as a kid, I used to try to sneak into the Nassau Coliseum and scalp tickets to the Allman Brothers or Skinner or whoever was playing at the time, And now I get to walk in the arena. I'm not being chased out by security, which is a bonus. As soon as I see all this stuff on the floor, I'm like, this is so awesome. I mean, I love every second of it, every aspect of it.
Hey, a member of TSO recently also was able to join Whitesnake. Dino was able to join Whitesnake as a member of their band when they go on their farewell tour. That's got to be pretty cool.
Oh, listen, Dino is the world's biggest fan of all things 80s metal. He loves David Coverdale, so I'm so proud of Dino. I haven't spoken to him yet, but I can't wait to congratulate him on that. It's such a huge thing for him to be part of his heroes band.
Is he still going to be on the tour this year since Whitesnake doesn't kick off till next year?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, Dino. I'll see Dino in probably just about a month now.
Oh, nice. Well, in that case, you guys should do like a little mini breakdown in the set and go into some Whitesnake and just celebrate him for like 30 seconds.
Yeah, here I go again, loud and proud, right?
Exactly, my friend. Hey, Al, can't wait to see you guys come through Tampa. It's going to be great for me because finally being where your home base is, it's always been, holiday season when TSO goes on the road. But sometimes when you're seeing you guys early November, it doesn't really have that full Christmas vibe yet. But now in Tampa, I get to see you guys 4 days before Christmas. So it's going to be even more special for those of us here in Florida. And I love that.
Oh, not only that, dude, it's going to be a very emotional homecoming because, this thing was taken away from all of us, for obvious reasons last year. So to have it back, every show is going to be really, really special. To do it in Tampa where our home base is going to be incredible at the Amalie Arena. And also, you compound it by the fact that we're celebrating 25 years of Paul's beautiful creation. The O'Neill family will be there. So that's going to be a very, very, very important show emotionally for everyone. They all are, but that one in particular. So I'm glad you're going to be part of it with us there.
Yeah, it'll be awesome. I know that you guys have a couple different touring groups that go around because you've got so much demand to see you live. I hope you're going to be in that group that comes down to Florida so we can hang out when you finally get here.
Absolutely, dude. I've been doing that room from the jump. I mean, even when we used to rehearse down in Lakeland, Florida, and that's where we started, that Civic Center. Tampa's a hometown show for me. So, yeah, I'll be there. I promise.
All right, Paul. Hey, thank you so much for taking the time this morning. I'm going to post this up on our website and talk about it on the radio. Can't wait for you to get to Tampa. Seriously, I'd love to take you out and buy you a coffee and maybe see behind the scenes before you guys fire everything up for the night when you get here for the show on the 18th, buddy.
Well, listen, let's see what happens. I mean, we still have this mandates and restrictions and COVID and stuff to contend with. So, what's first and foremost, everybody stay healthy and safe and enjoy it. And if we can get together, dude, I'd love nothing more.
Absolutely. Yeah, we'll mask up, glove up. I'll come in a full hazmat suit if we